How to teach yes and no to children with autism, evidence-based applied behavior analysis strategies that works. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you're here because today we're going to discuss one of the most important communication skills for children with autism. How to teach the concepts of yes and no. Many children with autism can label objects, identify colors, or even answer academic questions. But when you ask them, "Do you want juice?" they may answer yes, even if they don't want it. Or they might answer no to every question because they have learned it as a default response. Some children simply repeat the last word they hear due to echolalia. Today, I'll teach you evidence-based ABA strategies that help children truly understand what yes and no mean, not just memorize the words. In this video, I'll also give you 10 practical teaching scenarios that you can immediately use at home, in school, or during therapy. Let's begin. Why is teaching yes and no important? Teaching yes and no helps children make choices, refuse unwanted items, stay safe, answer questions accurately, reduce frustration, improve communication, and increase independence. Without understanding yes and no, children may struggle to express their real needs. Before starting, the child should preferably have basic attending skills, ability to imitate words or gestures, some receptive language, motivation for preferred items. If the child is nonverbal, you can teach yes and no using head nodding, head shaking, AAC device, Picture Exchange Communication System or PECS. Applied Behavior Analysis Teaching Principles. Always remember the following. Teach using real situations. Don't start with abstract questions. Do not begin by asking questions that require the child to think about concepts, imagination, opinions, or facts that are not directly in front of them. Children with autism often learn best when they can see, touch, or experience what they are being asked about. Abstract questions to avoid at the beginning. These require higher-level language and reasoning. 1. Are you happy? 2. Do you love mommy? 3. Is today a good day? 4. Do you like school? 5. Is honesty important? 6. Should we always tell the truth? 7. Do you want to be a doctor someday? 8. Was yesterday fun? And 9. Will it rain tomorrow? These can confuse children who are just learning the concepts of yes and no. Concrete questions. Start with these. These involve real objects, real actions, and immediate experiences. Example 1. Favorite snack? Hold cookies. Therapist. Do you want a cookie? Child. Yes. Immediately give the cookie. Example 2. Non-preferred food. Hold broccoli. Therapist. Do you want broccoli? Child. No. Praise. That's right, you said no. Example 3. Favorite toy. Hold a toy car. Therapist. Do you want the car? Child. Yes. Give the toy immediately. Begin with highly motivating items. This increases the likelihood that the child will answer yes correctly because the item is naturally reinforcing. After the child masters yes with preferred items, you can introduce non-preferred items to teach no. Take a look at these examples. Food reinforcers. Therapist. Do you want a cookie? Child. Yes. Therapist. Great. Here's your cookie. Other highly motivating foods. Chocolate, chips, French fries, ice cream, gummies, popcorn, pizza, apple slices, if preferred, yogurt. Favorite toys. Therapist. Do you want your dinosaur? Child. Yes. Immediately give the dinosaur. Other examples of toys. Toy car, Barbie doll, Lego, building blocks, stuffed animal, train, puzzle, musical toy, bubble machine, ball. Favorite activities, blowing bubbles. Therapist. Do you want bubbles? Child. Yes. Immediately blow bubbles. Other motivating activities. Swing, trampoline, watching a favorite cartoon, listening to music, water play, playground, iPad time. Sensory items. Therapist. Do you want Play-Doh? Child. Yes. Give Play-Doh immediately. Other sensory reinforcers. Kinetic sand, water beads, slime, fidget spinner, squishy toys, light up toys, sensory brush, vibrating toy, therapy swing. Prompt immediately within 3 to 5 seconds. Fade prompts gradually. Reinforce correct responses. Here are some useful scenarios. Scenario 1. The child is eating and needs water. Therapist. Do you want water? Child. Yes. Give the water right away and verbally praise, good saying yes. Scenario 2. Clothing. Hold favorite shirt. Therapist. Do you want your Spider-Man shirt? Child. Yes. Put the shirt on immediately. Scenario 3. Outdoor activities. Hold shoes. Therapist. Do you want to go outside? Child. Yes. Go outside immediately. Scenario 4. Correct versus incorrect item. Show banana. Therapist. Is this a banana? Child. Yes. Verbally praise. Got it. Nice saying yes. Show apple. Therapist. Is this a banana? Child. No. Show dog picture. Therapist. Is this a cat? Child. No. Praise. Nice saying no. Show picture of cat. Therapist. Is this a cat? Child. Yes. This teaches discrimination. Scenario 5. Body parts. Point to nose. Therapist. Is this your nose? Child. Yes. Point to elbow. Therapist. Is this your nose? Child. No. Point to eyes. Therapist. Are these your eyes? Child. Yes. Point to feet. Therapist. Are these your eyes? Child. No. Scenario 6. Family members. Show mom. Dad. Is this mommy? Child. Yes. Show dad. Mom. Is this mommy? Child. No. Show sibling. Mom. Is this daddy? Child. No. Show daddy. Mom. Is this daddy? Child. Yes. Scenario 7. These scenarios are great for teaching concepts. Daily routines. Mom. Do you brush your teeth before sleeping? Child. Yes. Mom. Do you wear shoes while taking a bath? Child. No. Mom. Do we wash our hands before eating? Child. Yes. Mom. Do we sleep while standing? Child. No. Scenario 8. These scenarios can improve safety awareness. Safety questions. Mom. Should we touch a hot stove? Child. No. Mom. Should we hold mommy's hand while crossing? Child. Yes. Mom. Should we run into the road? Child. No. Mom. Should we ask for help when we're lost? Child. Yes. Scenario 9. Sharing toys. Hold one of the child's toys. Mom. Should we share our toys with our friends? Child. Yes. Mom. Excellent. Sharing is kind. Scenario 10. Seat belt safety. Mom and child are sitting inside the car. Mom. Should we wear our seat belt before the car moves? Child. Yes. Mom. Excellent. Seat belts help keep us safe. Those are 10 practical scenarios you can use to teach children with autism how to answer yes or no questions accurately and meaningfully. Evidence-based teaching sequence for yes or no responses. 1. Concrete questions, real objects and immediate experiences. 2. Semi-concrete questions, familiar people, places, and routines. 3. Abstract questions, feelings, opinions, memories, and hypothetical situations. ABA tip: before teaching yes or no, conduct a brief preference assessment. Place 5 to 10 favorite items in front of the child and observe which ones they consistently choose first. These become your highly motivating items, preferred reinforcers, during instruction. As the child becomes more accurate, gradually introduce less preferred and non-preferred items, for example, broccoli, plain vegetables, empty cup, dirty tissue, to teach meaningful and reliable no responses. This systematic progression helps ensure the child is responding based on the meaning of the question rather than guessing or repeating a pattern. Examples of questions, progression: concrete to semi-concrete to abstract. Level 1. Concrete. First questions to teach. Do you want juice? Do you want chips? Is this a ball? Is this your shoe? Level 2. Semi-concrete. Is mommy in the kitchen? Are we going outside? Is daddy sleeping? Is your bag on the table? Level 3. Abstract. Are you excited? Did you have fun today? Is sharing important? Should we be kind? Do you think the story was funny? How to prompt. If the child doesn't answer, model, yes. Child repeats, reinforce. Then gradually fade prompts. If you are teaching gestures, prompt head nod, then fade physical prompts. Common mistakes. Avoid, teaching only, yes. Asking too many difficult questions. Reinforcing wrong answers. Giving preferred items after incorrect. No responses. Practicing only at the therapy table. Generalization. Teaching children with autism to use yes and no across different people, places, and situations, one of the most important goals in ABA. Generalization means the child can use a newly learned skill correctly outside the original teaching environment. In other words, the child is able to respond appropriately with different people, in different places, and in different situations, not just during therapy. For example, if a child learns to answer yes when the therapist asks, "Do you want a cookie?" In the therapy room, we want the child to answer correctly when the same or similar question is asked by mom, dad, a teacher, or another caregiver at home, at school, or in the community. Without generalization, a child may appear to have mastered a skill during therapy, but may not use it in everyday life. 4 types of generalization. 1. Across people. Teach the child to answer yes or no with different communication partners. Examples. Therapist. Do you want bubbles? Child. Yes. Mom. Do you want bubbles? Child. Yes. Dad. Do you want bubbles? Child. Yes. Teacher. Do you want bubbles? Child. Yes. The response should remain correct regardless of who asks the question. 2. Across settings. Practice in different environments. In the therapy room. Therapist. Do you want juice? Child. Yes. At home. Mom. Do you want juice? Child. Yes. In the school. Teacher. Do you want juice? Child. Yes. In the grocery store. Mom. Do you want juice? Child. Yes. The goal is for the child to respond appropriately in any location. 3. Across materials. Use different items while teaching the same concept. Instead of always using cookies, teach using chips, apple, banana, pizza, crackers, juice, toy car, ball. Example: do you want a cookie? Yes. Do you want pizza? Yes. Do you want broccoli? No. Do you want candy? Yes. This helps the child understand the meaning of yes and no, rather than memorizing responses to specific items. 4. Across different questions. Teach many forms of yes or no questions. Preference questions. Do you want juice? Identification questions. Is this a dog? Daily routine questions. Do you brush your teeth before sleeping? Safety questions. Should we wear our seatbelt? Emotion questions. Are you happy? Community questions. Should we wait for the green light before crossing? By varying the question types, the child learns to apply yes or no responses in a wide range of real-life situations. Real-life generalization examples. At home, Mom, do you want milk? Child, yes. Dad, should we wash our hands before eating? Child, yes. In school, Teacher, is this your backpack? Child, yes. Teacher, should we run in the hallway? Child, no. At the grocery store, Mom, do you want apples? Child, yes. Mom, should we open the candy before paying? Child, no. At the playground, Dad, do you want to go on the swing? Child, yes. Dad, should we push other children? Child, no. In the car, Mom, should we wear our seatbelt before the car moves? Child, yes. Mom, should we stand up while the car is moving? Child, no. At the doctor's clinic, Doctor, does your tummy hurt? Child, yes. Doctor, are you ready? Child, yes. Teaching yes and no is much more than teaching 2 words. You're teaching a child to express preferences, reject unwanted items, answer questions accurately, and protect themselves in everyday situations. When taught through meaningful experiences, consistent practice, and positive reinforcement, children begin to understand that their responses have real-life consequences. This builds confidence, independence, and safer decision-making. Celebrate small successes, keep practice enjoyable, and remember that every child learns at their own pace. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with parents, teachers, therapists, and caregivers who support children with autism. See you in the next one.